All right, we are on and recording. What is going on, all my Kaiju movie maniacs? It's your boy Preston, PhatSamuraiGuy, back with another out of the theater reactions video for you guys with Lady Fabulous. And you know, allergies are kicking my ass. It's fucking raining. We're freezing. She's not feeling well. But fuck it, because the big G-Man needs us, okay? Kong needs us. They need our support. They're our favorite tag team champions of all time. We've been following their wrestling career for many, during all the suplexes.
The ups and downs.
Yeah, ups and downs, right?
Fallouts.
Their fallout, yes.
Sometimes a lady kaiju comes in between them, and
right.
You gotta duke it out.
Yeah, that's usually what happens, right? But
bad management.
Right? But on a realistic note, realism is what is the topic of the day. Realism, right?
You want realism in your kaiju movies.
Yes.
You know what I just realized?
What's up?
Godzilla -1 was the last movie we saw in theaters last year.
We loved it, yeah.
And Kong, Godzilla,
I know.
It's the first movie we got to see in the theaters this year.
Yes. I mean, I saw The Beekeeper.
That's
together.
Yeah.
Together,
Yeah, sometimes you get
but yeah, it's a great time to be a Kaiju fan. It's a great time to be a Godzilla fan. I mean, for a mainstream, release type of movies. I mean, big budget, thrown out there so even the casuals can go see it.
Yeah, this is opening weekend.
Yeah.
It's Easter Sunday, 10 a.m. first
Happy
showing.
Easter, everyone.
Yeah, 10 a.m. first showing at our theater. And we had pretty meaty audience.
Yeah.
Not too shabby for the old G-Man and the big K.
Yeah. Nice and meaty.
Yeah.
That's how we like things around here. Oh, hey, we got to go now. But anyway, yeah, it's a great time to be a Kaiju movie fan. We loved -1. We were stoked when -1 got won at the Oscars.
Best visuals.
It should have been nominated for Best Picture, but that's a different video for another day. But still, we'll take it. But again, if you go back to our trailer reactions for Godzilla X Kong.
Oh, the new Empire.
The new Empire.
Yes.
I don't want to confuse it with the Frozen Empire, whatever the fuck the new Ghostbusters movie's called.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, if you go back to our trailer reactions for that movie, for this movie, what was the main point we were trying to make during during those videos?
What, in terms of what we wanted out of the movie?
What did we want? What we saw what kind of movie they were going for.
We thought,
and we were like, okay.
We thought it had the potential to be kind of like the first Godzilla vs. Kong, GVK.
Right, which we enjoyed.
Big dumb fun.
Yeah.
And I feel
popcorn movie, man.
I feel for the most part, I think it hit the mark.
Oh yeah. I was definitely smiling a lot and grabbing her thigh a lot. Not just because I enjoy her thigh, but I was grabbing her thigh a lot because I was. Ooh, this is turned into a spicy video here.
Little X-rated.
Yeah.
Send the kids home.
Well, anyway, but yeah, I grabbed her thigh a lot because I'm just like, oh my god, this is hilarious. Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. Oh my god, I'm having fun. But yeah, fun. And here's the thing. Another thing, the point we were trying to mention with the Godzilla X Kong trailer reactions was, it's okay. I don't know if you guys knew this. It's okay to like both. I don't know if you knew this.
Yeah.
It's okay to have your favorite era.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Your favorite era of Godzilla movies. Everyone has their own favorites, right? It's okay to have your favorite era, but there's nothing wrong for enjoying the goofy, over-the-top, fun as all hell Showa era. The serious Godzilla movies that make you think, and you have this political intrigue and all that. There's nothing wrong with it. Liking both. That was the point we were trying to make out there, because I guess there's why is there friction between the Kaiju community?
I think we're really
you should be
lucky.
enjoying yourselves that we're getting more.
We're lucky that
and
we
having
enjoy
variety.
both.
But it's okay to have variety, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
That's fine.
There's that. I think all fandoms suffer from a bit of elitism and snobbery.
Right.
And I understand.
And we could be a little snobbish sometimes.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely. But we're really lucky that we like both.
Yeah.
And we enjoy both. Like,
right, exactly.
Minus One was hands down my favorite film last year.
I believe we gave it an A+.
It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And then you've got goofy shit like this, which does kind of harken back to the Showa era for me. Like, there's stuff that happens in here.
We can't talk about it in spoilers, but clearly Showa era inspired.
I don't know if you're going to get where I'm coming from, and it's not a one-to-one comparison, but I had a little twinge of Godzilla versus Megalon feels.
Oh, yeah! Oh, of course.
And again, it's not a one-to-one comparison or anything like that, but just some things that happen.
Yeah.
But I understand if you have a preference. I understand that. But don't go adding at the other person that either prefers the goofier or the more serious.
Yeah.
Just cohabitate. Be happy we have what we have
Let
at this
people
point.
enjoy what they like.
Is this movie that we just saw high art?
No.
Am I going to be dumb enough to compare this to Minus One? Absolutely not. There's nothing... These movies are not the same.
As soon as we saw the trailer, though, we were like, why would we do that?
Exactly. And, it's fine to have a preference. And I'm going to say that if you lean towards the Minus One side of things...
Nothing wrong with that.
Don't watch this, because you will be pissed. You are not going to enjoy this. But if you can float between two worlds... This movie was a lot of fun.
There's a lot of benefit floating between two worlds.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, no, I was just going to say that I am happy to say that because I only watched the one trailer now. I don't know how many TV spots made it out there.
Yeah.
I don't know what was shown in the trailers. But because I stayed away from everything... And I stayed off. Anytime I saw some asshole posting an early clip of this movie when they're in the theater filming with their phone, I immediately clicked off because I'm like, I want nothing to do with...
Stop spoiling shit.
I don't want to see it because it's rude, and that's why we're not going to talk spoilers. We usually wait about a week before we talk spoilers, and I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
But I will say that because I kept my eyes shut, I didn't watch the trailers, I didn't watch the TV spots, I didn't watch all these people sneaking the movie phone footage. I was surprised by something that happened, and I was like genuinely surprised, and I was like, I had no idea that this was coming.
A benefit for not doing 5 billion trailer reaction videos
and
5 billion TV spot reaction videos.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if this was supposed to be kept a secret or not, this thing that happened. So again, we're not going to talk about it until later, but
I'm obviously in the business I am, on YouTube and all that.
Right.
And the Movie Dojo podcast and all that. I surprisingly didn't know either.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so it was a pleasant surprise for me too.
So the basic bare bones plot, I guess, if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, just basic, because we're not going to go into spoilers.
Kong is still in the Hollow Earth. He's still doing the thing.
Yeah.
You do see that he is a smarter Kong. He was always smart. He was always really intelligent, but he's, the way he fights, he's doing certain things that is like demonstrating his intelligence.
Oh yeah.
And
Kong's great. He's the man.
You find out
he's the man.
Well, yeah, he's the man. He's the king.
Kong's great. Yeah.
But yeah, you find out that there's this threat, and Godzilla knows about it, and you got the human stuff going on, of course.
Yeah.
I think this movie kind of struck that balance between King of the Monsters and GVK.
Okay.
In a way, in that King of the Monsters, I felt, was really trying to present this, okay, we got all these humans in here, we got this plot going on, we got this and that and this and that, and we got monsters scattered throughout.
Right.
We got fights scattered throughout. This one, and where GVK was like, just toys, smash the toys together,
which we love,
cut all the human stuff out, which I was like, absolutely. There was apparently some subplot of Millie Bobby Brown's character getting bullied, and I'm like, this is Godzilla and Kong, we don't care.
Let's get to the fights.
We don't care.
Let's get to the fights.
This movie, although some things were a little messy, especially the end was really abrupt, but I mean, sometimes it happens. I think the ending was a little quick for GVK too.
Right.
But what it kind of gets to the point in a lot of things. Mm-hmm. It kind of just gets to it, and I will say
whether you're in or out with the plot, it gets to it, at least.
And I will say that one of the benefits of having the same director is that, how if you go back and watch 2014 and then you watch King of the Monsters, with the exception of Godzilla having the same design.
Right.
And this, with the
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The legendary design.
Right.
The legendary design.
Yeah.
The movies don't really feel like they fit together.
No, they don't.
And because King of the Monsters, by the time that comes out, by the time that one came out, you know, we were already with Kong Skull Island. We were already getting that, and then we already knew that we were going to be getting more films. These three, despite my problems with King of the Monsters, they feel like they belong together. Even though I feel like GVK and GXK feel more like they belong together. They don't feel disjointed, is what I'm saying. Like 2014 feels like a standalone at this point.
I think Adam Wingard came in with GVK, I believe. Somebody else for King of the Monsters.
You know, and I don't remember who did King of the Monsters now.
That's okay.
But yeah, I feel like these.
But they feel together.
Yeah,
same world,
and especially also because we've got the Tom Holkenberg doing the score, but he co-wrote it with somebody else, and so you have, even though a lot of people, and myself included, weren't really fans of the GVK score, we kind of bring some of that in, we incorporate it into this, but we also have like this weird retro sound to
like
it.
An 80s synthwave vibe to it.
Right.
And I'm all for that.
And it, for the most part, fit really well. They threw in some contemporary songs that, you know, I feel like a lot of movies do that now.
Yeah.
And
some of it kind of works, some of it didn't.
It's hit or miss.
It's hit or miss, yeah.
I will throw
But the
this
score,
out there.
I did like the score more than GVK.
Yes, for sure, definitely. CGI had issues.
Yeah, it's a little wonky.
Yeah.
The CGI throughout the movie ranges from good enough, fine, oh, that looks rough.
Right. Yeah, and I almost feel like that's standard for heavy CGI movies these days. I don't know. I know there's a thing going on. But the good news is that it's one of those experiences where, yeah, it's wonky, but is it fun? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it works.
If you're having fun and you're being entertained with the movie, you can forgive not the greatest CGI.
Right. So that's the good part, is that, yeah, it was a little more human driven, trying to, you know, get, you know, the little girl, Gia, she's got a little more going on, which, you know, it's fine. So we do have a little more, but again, this movie clocks in at just an hour and 55 minutes, which I think at this point is probably the shortest.
Yes.
I don't remember GVK's length.
Doesn't need to be longer.
Right. And it feels like they kind of like, okay, let's just get to the meat of the...
Get to the meat.
Yeah. Kong, I feel like this was definitely more of a Kong movie. Which isn't a bad thing. No. It's not a bad thing.
I mean, it's his world where he's living, so it kind of makes sense.
Right. But we get a lot... We had this weird parallel. Not parallel. It was this odd trajectory that the movie decided to take, where it trusted the Kaiju fans to be fine with everything. There's a lot of visual cues that you have to take to understand what's going on, because there's a lot of scenes where there's no dialogue, and it's development with certain characters with just CGI, so you have to read body language, you have to, you know, look at what they're doing. But then it also doesn't trust the general audiences, and so you have a lot of really bad ADR lines, like, oh, it's protecting the base, oh, it's doing this, you have a lot of exposition, but again, in this kind of a movie where you kind of want to get to the meat and potatoes of it, I kind of was just like, okay, you know what, we're not taking ourselves so seriously. Yeah, you probably the exposition is probably necessary for some of the other people that are just maybe coming into the fold,
not really paying attention.
That's
and they go,
true.
oh, they're talking about Godzilla now. Okay.
That's
because
true.
Dan Stevens looked at the camera and said, Godzilla.
You get a lot of it's a very odd juxtaposition of things, where you've got the one side of the film where it's like, we're going to trust the audience, and then you've got the other side of the film where like, come on, you can do it, come on, I know you can pay attention, this is what's going on, you know.
But I can also see other people watching this movie and just be like, I don't know what's going on. I can see that too, you know, or why does this make sense and whatever.
Well, sense is
no,
I mean, you know.
Now, again, not to spoil anything, but there was a certain small little character that showed up in the trailer, and as soon as that small little character showed up, you said, I hate it.
Yes.
And surprisingly, this is not a spoiler.
Not really.
Surprisingly,
it was fine.
It kind of worked.
It was fine.
We don't hate it.
All things considered.
We don't hate the little shit.
Yeah, I hate most baby Godzilla incarnations more than I hate this thing. So it was fine. It was fine.
Anyway, except for the one, Godzilla Jr.
Oh, Godzilla Jr.
Godzilla Jr.
Amazing.
Shout out to Godzilla Jr. is the shit.
Godzilla Jr. I don't even count.
Yeah.
I'm talking the baby,
I know, Minya.
big guy. Well, Minya, the larva, disgusting. But you know, the Heisei era was guilty of some baby Godzilla shenanigans that I wasn't
goofiness.
a fan of.
Yeah.
Of course, Heisei gave us Godzilla Jr., but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, you could blame Gamera for changing Godzilla to be a little kitty. Gamera's really neat. Gamera's full of meat. But you know, we love Gamera too. Anyway, we believe in Gamera as the friend of all children. Until the 90s came out, and it was like, I'm fucking destroying your town, I don't give a shit. But we love that Gamera too. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, CGI a little wonky at times. Not the best. Soundtrack better. It gets to the meat. That's why we're here. Don't waste our fucking time.
Yeah.
That's when we start, you're wasting our time, movie. You're wasting our time. What is this pacing? Stop having us hang out with characters we hate.
Yeah.
Let's show balance. Balance. The yin and the yang, baby. So, now, you know Samurai Guy. You know how I am. The fights. Okay? There are way more kaiju fights and action compared to GVK. I was not expecting that much. There's a lot of action. So you guys will be pleased with that if that's all you care about, if that's what you're looking for. But and I was pleased with all of the action. Everybody had their chance to shine. The main villain, it's a spoiler, huh?
It is.
All right. Okay. I'm not going to talk about the main villain. We'll wait for spoilers. But I was pleased with all of the action. I was surprised there was that much action. However, the last 20 minutes is fucking glorious. And it reminded us, yes, I think we looked at each other, we were like, yes, this is why we're here. This is why we paid our hard-earned money to pay for a ticket and go see this and there. This is what we wanted. We wanted over-the-top ridiculousness, badassity, and we wanted it. And we got it. So you will be pleased with the last 20 minutes of action. And I will, of course, do a little breakdown when we do spoilers because, you know, I love doing that kind of stuff. But, yeah, I had a smile on my face. For the most part, we got what we wanted. And we got what we were kind of expecting.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan of the Showa era Godzilla, you'll be right at home with the ridiculousness. So here's the thing. I'll end it with this. Here's the thing. Again, everybody has their favorite era. Everybody has their favorite movie. And I think that's amazing because, again, there's so much variety within the Kaiju and Godzilla universe, right? There's so much variety. Something for everyone, right? We loved how dark -1 was. We loved how serious it was. We loved the music. We loved the special effects. We loved the story. We loved everything about Godzilla -1, despite a few very nitpicks here and there. But overall, we gave it an A+. We love that stuff. We love the Godzilla movies that make you think. We love that it makes you feel something, right? However, let's be honest. Let's be real about it. What brought us to the Kaiju universe? What is it that, if you're a young child or young teenager, what brought you to the Kaiju universe, to Godzilla movies?
When you're a kid,
right?
It's the fights.
It's the fucking fights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
When we were kids watching Godzilla movies and Kaiju movies, we weren't like, the political intrigue isn't really enforced here.
Man, this allegory for the nuclear war and nuclear age that Japan had to go through. Wow, it really makes you think.
They focus too much on the fighting here. We need to concentrate more on the plot and the characters and get to. I wish we would have loved those characters, But we just it was fucking fights.
Right.
Okay. It's the monster designs. It's the creature designs. It's the practical effects. It's the guys in suits. It's all the extremely hard work it took to build those worlds and build those models and blow them the fuck up. That's what made us fans. That's what brings us to the dance. So in that essence, this movie, you will be pleased. If that's all you want and that's all you really give a shit about, you will be pleased. Okay? But let's just be honest, okay? Nobody watches 80% of kaiju movies for the political intrigue. Okay? For the 3 hours, let's just focus on 3 hours of what the government is not doing and a little bit of action at the end.
And that's not to say we're not.
I'm saying
we're not.
Majority of the audience, we're there for the fun, for the entertainment, for the sci-fi, for the fantasy, for the monster carnage.
Yeah.
That's what brought us to the genre first.
And
and then when you get a great story, and you get great characters you care about, all that is a bonus.
Right. And that again falls into the category of having both, having variety.
Yes.
And also realizing that as much as us, Kaiju and Godzilla in particular, fans need to realize is that not everybody's willing to go back to 54.
No.
Not everybody's willing to go back to 84.
Mm-hmm.
The more serious, I would even say a lot of people would watch GMK, which is like one of my top. It's almost like this with -1 at this point because I love GMK so much. But even that, by today's standards, that's early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a little too wonky for some people.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's, again, some of those themes are too heavy.
Right.
GMK, Shin Godzilla, 54, even -1. I can honestly say I am legitimately surprised how well -1 did, considering that, especially in the States, we kind of live in this legendary universe, and that movie was so serious and so heavy in its themes and its drama. I'm really surprised by how many people resonated and gravitated towards it. It's kind of a miracle by Western standards. I'm not talking the world. I'm talking about our, but it did well here. And not everybody's willing to go there.
Right.
Not everybody wants that. Not everybody wants to sit there in a 2-hour, 20-minute experience and be like, Jesus, this is depressing. Or Jesus, where's the next fight? Where's the next action sequence? Not everybody's wired that way.
This is boring.
Exactly. And I understand. And again, not everybody's willing to go back to 54 where you've got Godzilla hand puppet and you got guy in a suit and you got stop motion at one point. Not everybody can handle that. It's unfortunate. It's sad. But it's the reality of the situation. And some people, they just want to go into GXK and watch smash.
Buy some popcorn, sit down, and just have fun and watch some monster fights.
And there's nothing
wrong with that.
And we are lucky and privileged to live in a world where we have both.
And we can enjoy both. So again, that was a perfect segue from we wrapped boomeranged right back around from the beginning. So it's okay to enjoy both. It's okay to have your favorites. The important thing at the end of the day is to enjoy yourself. Enjoy being a kaiju movie fan. Okay, fuck haters. Fuck fandoms that attack other people. Block all those motherfuckers, okay? Enjoy what you enjoy. That's all that matters. But we recommend, we're not going to rate it because it's not a spoiler review, but definitely if you want to go for kaiju action and fights and get a great team up and see a big budget Showa era movie in a way.
Silly, goofy nonsense.
Yeah.
You gotta love it.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. There's people till to this day, people older than us, that still have a fondness and a lot of nostalgia and love for a lot of those movies from the Showa era. Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla and all that. And a lot of those movies to the casuals, they look goofy and they're like, how do people watch this stuff? But a lot of those movies, even the goofiest of them, bring a lot of joy to millions around the world, and that's all that matters. So now, this movie, I think, in terms of the legendary universe, cranked it up to 11. And we will not say any more.
Yeah.
In terms of possibilities and over-the-top ridiculousness.
I have thoughts about
where do we go next, baby?
I have thoughts.
Yeah.
And again, we can get into that later.
Yeah.
But I have thoughts. Because there's certain things we've established along the way. So I'm like, you know.
Yeah. And again, for all you fans of Godzilla -1 out there, thank you guys so much for watching our review of it, and thank you so much for letting other people know about how great that movie is, because we do consider Godzilla -1 a masterpiece. But again, that group of Godzilla -1 fans that shit on these kind of movies,
legendary fans,
right?
Yeah.
What did the director of Godzilla -1 say not too long ago?
What did he say?
He said, we do another one,
I'm
thinking about
that's right.
putting in some fights.
That's right. That's right.
Why would he say that?
It's
Because he's a fucking fan too.
It's iconic.
And he was also a fan of our favorite GMK.
oh, that was yeah.
All right. Love you guys. Enjoy it all. Have fun. And stop attacking people. Life's too short to waste your motherfucking time.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. All right, guys. Love you. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All that good stuff. And next Sunday, we'll do a live spoiler discussion. So join us.
We'll make an effort.
Yeah, we'll make an effort. It's hard.
Serious effort.
It's hard. It's
Our schedules where they were bad.
You know what I think is hilarious?
They are completely
You know what I think it's really funny?
Huh.
People don't think we work.
Really?
Yeah. People that watch our videos, apparently they don't watch enough of our videos to know, because we say it all the goddamn time. We have crazy, real life, coming home with back pain, work schedules.
I have
where we're
arthritis.
Barely.
Let me just put it that way. I have arthritis in three different points in my body. I am exhausted.
Barely have time to do videos, but I do the best that I can.
So you
And
mean
people
to tell
think
me,
we don't work.
Wait a minute.
People think we just sit at home and just talk about movies, and that's it.
So you mean to
we
tell
just
me
do YouTube.
that the cars we drive and the home we live in, somebody else paid for that?
I guess.
Is that what you're saying?
I guess we live. Yeah.
Now, how lucky are we? God, here I was thinking that we were working our asses off to pay for
We've
all
been
of
saying
that
this shit for years, so hopefully
God.
we have time. We will make the time. We will do our best.
Yeah.
If not, we'll just have to reschedule.
Sunday's literally the only day we can do it.
I know.
That's it.
So join us next Sunday. Hang out with us. I would love to hear you guys' opinion, and let us know right now in the comments of this video. What do you guys think of it?
And again,
2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down. You hated it.
That will be
all opinions are welcome.
That will be the full spoiler, like the full banana. So
yeah, the full banana. Yeah, we won't have time. I wish we could see this again before we review it, but
it's not.
We don't have time.
We don't. We were lucky
because we fucking work. All right. Sorry. You
no,
okay?
it's not you. It's my shoulder.
See?
It's my arthritic, decaying body.
We love you guys. Hey, you subscribe and you watch us because we're real. All right, guys, take care.
Hey,
love
we
you.
enjoyed the movie, though.
Yeah, check it out, man. If you just want some fun fights.
I'm in pain 24/7, but we enjoyed the fucking movie.
I love you guys. Take care. All right, I'm going to hit the stop button. Kaiju Manian. Manian?
Mania.
Kaiju Mania. Running wild.